So you remember when I said, I'm gonna show you how to lose $30,000? Well, we back on site, and this is it right here behind me. Fortunately for me, we're gonna make this a extra side yard so we can make that 30,000 back, but it don't always work like that. So this one I'm expecting to be done around May. I do not currently have a buyer for this one. I haven't advertised or marketed it anywhere. I do think it will sell pretty quickly because the homes that are being built like this on available lots are typically going in less than a month. So we like to build our homes a little bit more custom, not as cookie cutter, a little bit nicer finishes on the inside and a little bit more modern touch on the outside. Plus this one will come with an additional lot. Let me tell you why, because we thought we were gonna build a house there and it's still a little sore spot in my portfolio where I thought I could build a house there and turns out I couldn't. So this lot will come with that lot, which will allow us to give this owner or this buyer a way bigger yard than everybody else around here. So the last time we were at this property, the house was completely opened up to the studs. You could see the framing, you could see all the plumbing exposed. Now we've gotten drywall here. So it's completely changed here at our McKenzie property in Hillsboro. This is a rehab that we're gonna be holding as a rental. They've recently put the walls up, textured and painted. We've got some trim going in. All the windows have been replaced. And so now they're just doing some finishing touches for like the bathrooms. They've got flooring down, tile on the showers, tubs in, and they're just putting the floors in last after we get, countertops and things in like that. So it's coming along, it's way different. It's an awesome project and it looks really good. As far as outside, the trench does still remain from the plumbing. We had to go through a plumbing inspection as we got into this one, which sometimes it happens. City inspectors came through, made us pull additional permits. So we had to keep that trench exposed and that plumbing work exposed so that way they could test it out to make sure the plumbing lines and everything were intact, as well as the drain line. So the plumber just hasn't made it back out here to close that back up. Now, as far as the inside, we're at the end of the rehab, so we're less than 30 days from being finished. Once the floors go down and the countertops and sinks go in, really it's just putting in the receptacle plugs and making sure all the electric, HVAC, and plumbing is in good working condition. So that way we can get tenants in here, or potential renters, and start showing it. Typically what happens in this state is we're trying to get everything finished and picture ready. Once it's picture ready, then we'll start promoting it out to the different websites and trying to gain interest and get showings. So from the time that we typically release it, we usually get applications in the first week or two, and the property should be at least have an approved application within 2 or 3 weeks. This one took a little longer. We had some mishaps along the way. We had some near-death experiences with contractors. Everybody's okay, but we're good. And so we're pretty happy with how this one turned out, how it's gonna turn out. The rent will be a little bit higher than what we expected when we first took on this project. And as you can see, it looks gorgeous. So this will be a really good project, and we would do this one again for sure. So I'm excited to show you our actual venue building and what we've been doing here lately. So our goal for this building, when we bought it, it was about 1,100 square feet with a 1,500 square foot carport in the back, covered patio space. So what we're planning on doing with this building is we're going to enclose that 1,500 covered space and make that the banquet or dining hall for the venue. So we've poured an additional little over 1,700 square feet concrete slab, which we will be adding bathrooms, kitchens, changing rooms, and then we'll have the outdoor, basically like an outdoor venue on site just off the banquet hall. So it's gonna be a nice space indoor here. The building will eventually get to 2 stories. Where we're standing right now is going to be where the lobby is. We have an office going in, we'll have storage rooms going upstairs, and eventually maybe even a second floor balcony. So we've got a lot going on. Right now, we just finished pouring concrete for the indoor and the outdoor exterior additions, and the plumbing work has been put in underground. So next step on the list is gonna be framing of the banquet hall and the dining hall, and then we'll just keep moving this thing along. They've already poured the parking lots outside. We'll get the landscaping and lighting done last, and then we'll be able to be functional so that way we can start showing the property. So here at Sunset Ranch, our goal is to be able to handle any event that you are looking to do, indoor, outdoor. We can do weddings, we'll be able to do conferences, team building events for your company. If you just wanted to host a party or an anniversary, if you want to host a church event, we should be able to handle all of those type of events here at the space. Indoor and outdoor activities will continue. We've added a 3rd pond to the property, so we hope to have a fishing tournament here one day. We are gonna put some cabins here in the wooded area over the pond. And then we're going to eventually get some zip lining going in the further back parts of the property. So the space is 25 acres. We'll have multiple venues on this property. So if one space doesn't work for you or the main space doesn't work for you, we should have 1 or 2 other spaces that you can host your event on site still without interacting with any other event that's here. So that's the beauty of having 25 acres where most event venues are sitting on a regular lot in town or maybe a couple of acres. We have lots and lots of space. So we're planning on construction to be completed around May. That way we can kick off the summer with hosting our first events, and we hope to have a wonderful season going into the wedding season and make sure that we can keep the schedule and calendar full. But our goal is to, by the end of June, be ready and open for business.